Okie dokie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here's a disclaimer right here. We have that day trading stocks is very risky. Keep in mind my results are not typical. A typical result of an average trader will be to lose money and that you are accountable for your own decisions. Um, any information you gather from this channel is purely for entertainment and educational purposes. And there's no guarantees that watching any of my videos will improve your trading. Alright. So that being said, today we have HILS as our leading gapper. Um, Currently it is up. Let's see here. Let me switch this back to this setup here. Yeah, so HILS is currently up 91%. Actually, our leading gapper is SQL, but it's sold off just a little bit. SQL from a couple days ago has a high of 240. If it can get above, um, actually it's already above those levels. Hmm. So SQL we can watch it for over 220 to move to 240. Break of 240 should lead to a nice move on the daily chart. HILS we have 243 as the high. I just saw it hit that. Um, but it's still hanging around 230s area, so I assume there's some resistance in sellers. So far, HILS is moving a lot like CELZ from yesterday. CELZ was a $1 stock, and it just sold off because there was so much selling pressure going on, and it could not make a move all day long. Because there was, I mean, each of these candles had like 5 million shares, 7 million shares of volume. So hopefully it's not a CELZ move because that one sucked yesterday. Hopefully Hills does better than that. Alright, and then Hills, if it can get above 240, we have daily resistance at 278, 374, and 420. So I have those marked out up here. And over 420 is the high on the year, so it should be able to, if it does get above there, we should see some nice squeeze. Let's see if there's anything else. We have XPON. XPON. It's kind of sold off too much. I'll put it on a side chart for now. So let's put SQL here, XPON here. We have EDBL. EDBL, it's been popping for a couple of days. Doesn't look that good. I'll put it on a side chart in case it wants to break over 520. OTO, no volume. NET, high priced. MLGO, no volume. Let's see, HKD is popping up today. I'll put this one on a side chart. That one looks good. High of 1031. Alright, let's see if there's any daily levels here on HKD. There's definitely some around 15, 17. There's 25, 50. But yeah, this one has potential to squeeze, but it's still on pretty light volume. Morning, Clive. Morning, Lays. Okay, we got about 2 minutes to the open here. Let's see. SPPI, possibly. I'll put that on a side chart. Alright, so I will have hills on this side, and I think I'm gonna put SQL. We'll see how SQL reacts at the open. Have 17, 32. I'll mark those out just because. Alright, we have the open starting here in just a few moments. 30 seconds. HKD looks good too. I might have HKD here actually. And we'll see if SQL wants to squeeze on a side monitor. Alright, there's the bell. So high of 32 on HLS. HKD. Let's see, over 110, 1010. HILS holding. Okay. Buyer at 31, in at 31, watching 35, 38. Seller at 35. Watching that seller at 35. Can we eat it up? There we go, 37, 8. Watch 40 here. Have to take it off for a little bit break even. Seller came down to 32. This is the kind of price action I was seeing pre-market as well. A lot of big sellers. We'll see here. Okay, 38 we're in. Watching 40 break. There's 42. Breaking out at 40, no fill. Out for break even. Back in 40, watch 42 break, 43.
Back out 37. Watching high day break here. 44, 45. Sellers just stacking in. I don't know if I can trade this properly. 250. I'll watch 250 here. Watching 250 break. There's 58. Out at 55. Okay. I think I should just sell the breakouts instantly instead of trying to hold for a bigger move. Because it's hitting resistances every single time it breaks out. So I'm going to sell my positions pretty much right away as soon as I get the breakout. That might be how to trade this one. Okay, 55 we're in. Watching 57, 59. Watch 60 for the breakout. Watching 60. There's 62, 63. I at 62. All those at 85. Okay, this candle's going red almost. Maybe a dip trade here. Oh, I missed it at 50. So low of 48 there, watching this dip lower. 45. And at 45. Watching to see if it gets back over 50. Stop his break even. Out at 45. Okay, watching for an entry down towards low 40s. HKD might be an entry around 10. 9-cent spread though. You know what? Let me go ahead and pull up SQL. It's actually doing the same pattern as HKD, but with no spread. So watch break of 2 here. Watching that break of 2, there's 202, 3. High day is 204. Watching 204. This is common to retest the red level of 2. Watching 2 back over 2. Watching 204. That's our key level here. Seller at 2. Buyer at 898. Six, 5. Have to cut it. It's going too low for me. Alright, we'll watch that seller at 2 again. We'll see if we can get that break of 204. We're at 201. High entry, watching 208. There's 210. Out at 209. Back in for break of 210, watching 11, 12. There's 14, out at 14. Pivot at 18. There's a pivot at 18 pre-market. Back in at 9. We'll watch this over 16. Seller at 810. So out at break even. Back in for break of 16. Out at 9. HPCO halted up, so I'll be watching that one on resumption from yesterday. Buyer at 9. Ah, I got sucked in. In at 4. I'll be out at 2. Watching this dip. In at 93. Watching the bounce back over 2. Would love to see this back over 2. There's 98. Adding at 98, watching break over 99 and 2. Buyer at 96. Watching break back over 2. There's 3, 5. Watching 203. There's 209. Taking off half at 209. Watching this as it moves back up to 16. There's 10, so there's a 10. Adding at 10 for the breaks 10, 16. Watching 16 here. Taking some off at 13. Some more off at 11. Okay. Watching just for that break of 15. Took some more off break even. Looking for an add through that 15 level. Taking the rest off for break even. Look for that trade for 15. HPCO resumption soon. Let's go ahead and watch it. Looks like it's going to resume maybe around 220. I'll use 800 shares on it. Resumption should be at 42.15, so just shortly here. We'll see how it does. It has sold off significantly from yesterday. So we'll see. 10 seconds, 5 seconds. Okay, it resumed flat. Watching this over 2. Watching move through 2. There's 205. Watching 218. Out at 203. Watching 215. In at 210. Follows at 218 up. There's 218. Gonna get out at 218 for the whole position. The flat resumption doesn't give me confidence, but the upward move does. So took the whole position off at 18. False halt. Back in, watching 226 now for the halt level. Watching 226 here. Watch 220. Watch 26, there's 21. Outbreak even. Look to get back in here. There's 201. In at 201 on that dip. Watching 210. Add at 209. Can I get back over 210 here? Watching 210. Out at 203. Small loss. VLON, high of 44. Watching this backboard 42. And a starter here at 41. We'll be watching this over 42. Fires at 41, 42. Watching 42 here. Just to get back above 41. Took it off the table at 41. Small loss. Gonna wait to size up on it till we see some conviction. HPCO halted down. Let's get something else more promising up here. SQL possibly SQL. We'll watch SQL, I guess. So watching Blonde on this pullback to 40. SQL pushing 10. There's 42. And at 44 average. Sellers at 44. 43 average. Pushing 44 break, 44.50. Watch 44.50 here. Watching 44. There's 45. Watching 45.50. There's 45.75. 45.60. 46. Break of 46. There's 47. Watching 47. 46.60. 46 on the ask. Watching 45, seller at 44.80. Cutting at 44. HKD is moving better. HKD, hollow up is at 11.13. Watching 10.50 for the break. 10.60. Watching 10.60. Needs to hold 50 here. Getting out at 45. It's not holding 50. I guess it is. Got filled at 63. There's 73. I'll be watching this for a squeeze through 80, 90. Follow up is at 1137. Cutting at 56. Don't know if I can trade this higher priced one. And there goes Blonde. Wow. Missed the move. I shouldn't beat myself up over it though. Okay, 52. Watching 52 here. Break at 52. There's 49. Watching 52 break here. Buyers at 51. Out at 51. Seller at 50 there. Was trying to build a position there at 48, but I think it's going lower, so I'm gonna wait to build my position. Watching 52 break on Vlon. There's 53. Can we get 54 here? There's 53. Let's see 54. Nope. Made some back, but not everything. Buying this dip tray at 94.50. 90, 48.50. Okay, 47 average. Watching this back over 47. Watching 47 here. 46.70 on the ask. Seller at 46. Popping out of it at 45.30, taking the loss. LIXT looks good for a bounce back through 50. We can have 47 average. Watching 53 here. Potential high day break. Watching that break of 50 on LIXT. Cutting it at 47. Small loss. Hills is attempting a red to green. Watching 48 on Vlon. HILS 45. Can we get through 45 here? Watching 45 break. Oh, still waiting for that big momentum stock. 48.70. Oh, we're at 39 on hills. It's breaking. I'm gonna go ahead and put Vlon on a different screen. I'm not gonna trade again. It's not doing what I think it's going to do, and I'm losing big on it. So yeah, I risked way too much on that
On that blonde trade, I risked way too much for how much I was up on the day. Very nice job, Lays. Good accuracy. And then trading small size to keep profits. I agree with that. So that you can still get your practice in, but without risking your capital. Watching 211 on HPCO. All was at 218. Candle closes in 15 seconds. Watching 96 and break of 3 on XPON. Watching this for break of 3. Really had to go do that.
Oh, they're at 53. Sorry, I've been quiet. I was catching that 5-minute move on VLON. Almost got back to green. Watching 53. Big seller at 53. Cutting out at 52.50, 52.80. Watching 53 break. There's 54. Back to green. Watching back over 50. 50.50 on the ask. Watching 51. Out at 50.27. Watching another dip trade, 48. XPON is trying to get back above VWAP with a high of 96. Break of 83. There's 85, 6, 8. Can we get back above 90 here? There's 88. It's going as a red wick. Out at for break even. Watching this dip to VWAP on VLON. 46 area. XPON. Could get a break of 90 here. Seller at 85. Watching 85 break here. There's 88, watch 90. We hit 90 for a moment. Can we break through? There's some sellers at 88 and at 89. 87 on the ask. So we tapped 90, there's 89 on the ask. Try and take some off at 89, 90. Watch break of 90 here. High at 96. – Out at 86. Saddle low of 45.30 on blonde. There's 94. Out at 93. Was in at 88, out at 93. Watch break at 96. There's 305. Out at 303. Okay, watching back over 310. In at 302. Watching 310 now. There's 11, 12. Out at 5. Got a bad exit. Okay, huddle was at 350. In at 24. Needs this back over 20. Cutting it for now. Watching this back over 20. Starter here at 15. Watching 20 now. Adding at 20. Watch 25, 27. Now looking at 30. Watch 30 here. Break of 30. 32. Not as big as a break I wanted, so I cut the trade. Reducing size just a bit. Didn't like that breakout. I feel like that candle should have gone to 40 at least. But watch this dip down to below 310. Back in at 20 here. I didn't want to dip. Back out at 16. Okay, 308. Watching low threes here. 306. Watching this over 20. Out at 17. Blonde watching over 47. Damn, blonde gave back 140. Okay, XPON. Hit 30 again. Back in 24. Watching 30. No follow through. Out at 20. Sizing it down again on XPON. Okay, watching break at 30. There's 33. Out at 28. Small gain. Hit 35 there. Another small gain. So two $20 winners. We're getting a lot of topping wicks, which I don't like. Yeah, King Burlington, you're a beast, bro. I would have quit if I was down 1,000. I technically should have quit. My max loss is 400. I just took one really bad trade on, I think it was Blonde. It might have been, it might have been XPON actually. But I took one really bad trade that set me all the way down 1,000 when I was down 380. And I saw this really nice curling setup on Blonde here, right here. We have, let's see if I can just make this. So we have a high of 44 on this candle on the 5-minute chart. And as we're breaking 44, 45, and getting back above VWAP, I started loading up a position here at 45, looking for that break of all the way back up to 50. So 5-cent gain on 20,000 shares is $1,000. And I was only risking 44, so I was risking 1 cent to make 5 cents. And at that point, once it broke through 50, we actually got 52, so I got 7 cents of profit. And I was holding through all these pullbacks, and it was tough for me to hold through these pullbacks, but I was telling myself, hey, it's a 5-minute setup. It's not exactly going to behave like a 1-minute setup would. And yeah, so I held it all the way. 52, 51 is where I took profits, and then I did some scalping around 53 and 54. Went from red 500 on the stock to green 500. But it was stressful. Right now we're up 138. If XPO doesn't go here, we might have to call it. We'll watch this. If it gets back below 3, it looks bad. And we are down on it. It's not like we're trading it well. So yeah, we saw this bottoming wick underneath the VWAP, and then as it was getting back above VWAP, we got that 5-minute pattern curl. And if that trade didn't work out and we did stop out, we would have been done for the day because that was like my last hurrah. XPON is trying to get back over 20. The chart doesn't look too bad. There's 24. 5, sellers at 5. Okay, we're getting 30. Hop in here at 30. Watch this through 30. There's 32. 38's the high. Watching 32 here. Sellers at 32. Cutting at 23. Hmm. There's definitely a lot of short sellers on this thing being aggressive. Not letting us get that breakout. Watching 32 here. Took some off at 32. Watch 36. 38's high a day. Took some more off at 36. Watching 38 high a day break. Hit 37. Cutting at 32. Waiting to see like a big bid here. If we get some buyers holding it above 30. Okay, there's 40, 45. Let's see here. Does it want to hold 35? Okay, back in here for break of 45 and 47. Watching 47 here for an ad. Out at 38. The shorts should start covering if we get to 350. If we lose right here though, if the bulls lose right here, we'll probably flush back down to 20. Okay, watching 48, 50 here. Short sellers should be getting scared. Watching this break of 50. 47 high. 47, 48. Watch 50 break here. 49. Sellers at 50. Sellers at 50. Watching 49, 50. Yeah, out at 40. We'll give it one more try of break at 50. After that, we have to call it a day probably. I don't believe there's anything else moving. ROM, no, I'm not using the Warrior Trading Scanners, no. I just use this one guy on YouTube, and I also use Chart Watchers, or Charts Watcher, for my pre-market scanner. And I have the link for that in the description. And the guy on YouTube that I watch is Zendoo, Zendoo. And he has scanners that are live all throughout the market time. So yeah, I still use free scanners. Tried buying 31 there, got filled at 33, 34 actually. It's a high fill, which means we have to take profit off sooner. We don't like seeing 20s again though. Got it there.
So yeah, I don't think I ever got a groove on XPON. So one thing to take away from today is I sized up way too heavily on one of those trades. Let me go ahead and export these trades. I do want to see which trade I had that big loss on, so I can go ahead and review it. But I was sized up way too much on a trade, and I ended up going way too much in the red. And then by the time we did get a good setup, like on Blonde right there, that 5 minute setup where we made 1,000, um, I'm just basically using that trade to get back to break even. So I sized up too much on a trade, and it made it to where I could never get back to a good green day because I was too much in the red. So let me go ahead and see where that trade was. So XPON, false breakout there. ROM, no, this is not continuation of the small account challenge I did back in 2021. This is just me trading in a PDT account, so I have like 30,000 in this account, around that. I'm taking some out today to bring it down back below, pay myself, and let's see here. But yeah, I don't support the use of the CEMG or CMEG broker anymore. They just charge way too high of commissions. Okay, so we had a $400 loss on Blonde, but then we also had that $700 loss on XPON. And that was the big one, and that was on 5,000 shares. Why was I sized up that much? Okay, that was at 10:08. Watching 08. It was on this candle right here. And then Circ Live, light speed. I don't think I'd be able to be profitable there. I mean, I have 224 orders today. 224 orders um, times two. You said it was $2 an order. Let's just say it's $2 an order. Um, that's 448 in just commissions. Then you have to add on the ECN fees, which are 0.0015 times how many shares did I trade today? Um, Today I traded 456,000 shares. So add that with the 488 you had before. I think it was 448. Okay, minus 40. So I'd be spending $1,000 in commissions just today. And most days I do have a lot of orders. So this is not unusual. So I don't think I could be profitable with Lightspeed Circ Live. And Rob, my thoughts on the Trade Zero broker is they have a lot of platform issues. So and their customer support isn't very helpful with those platform issues. So I'd be careful if I were to. I did trade with them. I traded with Trade Zero America, not Trade Zero International. But Trade Zero America, there was a lot of platform issues with the Trade Zero Pro platform. That was $60 a month, and And what I mean by that is that you would have orders that you would send through and they wouldn't get filled. Like even just market orders that should be getting filled would not get filled. And then also, sometimes you'd be in a position and you'd go to sell your position and they would just have their order system offline for like 3 minutes. And it'd be like a order outage and you wouldn't be able to sell your position because you can't send any orders for like 3 minutes. And you get on the phone with them and they're basically like, yeah, we're aware of the issue. We're doing our best to fix it. Um, but then even if you take a loss, they won't really refund it, even though it was their fault. So yeah, I personally had a lot of bad experiences with Trade Zero, and that was in like a 2 month span, 3 month span. I had like 6 issues with them. Okay, so my initial loss on Vlon was during this move right here. I was in at around 49, 49.50 average. And then when we didn't get the break, I should have sold. We hit 49.96. I should have sold when we didn't get the break of 40 or 50. Then we flushed down to 47. Then I added on the bounce here because it still looked like a decent 1 minute pullback at the time. If I go like this still just looks like a 1 minute pullback. So I added on the dip, and then right here, I believe on this dip down to 46 is where we took our loss. And that was a 380 $380 loss on Vlon right there. And then XPON on this candle right here. On this candle, we took a $700 loss because we got in at 92, 93, and 92. So 92 average with 3,000 shares right here on, let's see here. I believe it was this candle right here on this pullback candle. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And then, so we're in with 3,000 shares at 292 on this candle right here at 7:08 in the morning. Looking for that break of 96. We end the candle at 89, so I'm already in the red. I should be selling this. And then as this candle pushes up, we get 93, and then as it comes down, I add at 84 and 82. Looking for a VWAP bounce. Now I'm at 5,000 shares with an average of like 88. And it keeps on going down. We take the loss at 75. And that was a $700 loss. It was a roller coaster of a day. Let's see here. Is XPON setting up again? No, not exactly. XPON. VLON over 46. But volume died off, so I'm good. So XPON, we'll maybe watch a break of 50 on smaller size. So there was a seller at 50 last time.
This is a curl back up, so we'll see. Break of 50. Like to get a starter somewhere down here in the low 40s. We kind of need to hold 45, 40 here. Okay, starter there at 45, watching 50 here. Just seller, 10,000 shares at 50. Watching the break. Watching this break of 50. Can we touch it? There's the break, 55. Out at 55. I sold instantly because I didn't want to see this back down if the short sellers did actually win the battle. Now watching 60 here. Back in 49. Back out 47. Should have held that 49 trade. Watching 60 here. Hit 58. Watching 60. It's not really pulling away. Out at 48. So yeah, ended up getting back money on that one. Down 25 now. I'm gonna go ahead and call it now. Should have called it before, but I was just trying to see if I can get that break of 50. Couldn't end up getting it, so. Alright. Yeah, sometimes sometimes I try the bounce at VWAP. It's not like one of my best setups, but it's a setup that I have in my repertoire. Okie dokie. Gonna call it there. Down 25 on the day. Probably down like 40, 50, I think. Let me see here. Let me see what happens. Let's see how much I'm actually down after SEC fees. Yeah, down 65 after SEC fees. So $40 in SEC fees today. Not bad. I mean, after yesterday's day, this is totally an acceptable day. Except for the fact that we had that huge loss. Those two huge losses. That was unacceptable. I'll be studying that over the weekend. But other than that, totally fine day to have after yesterday's trading. Alright, so enjoy your weekend, guys. And I believe not this weekend, but next week. Yeah, so on the 20th, I think is a stock market holiday. For Washington's birthday. Stock market holidays. I think it's next week, or the week after next. Because next week is Valentine's Day. Or no, wait. Monday, January 6th. No, that's January. Monday, February 20th. February 20th is Washington's birthday, and there will be no trading on that day. So that's next Monday. So next Monday, or on Monday, we'll be here. That's what I wanted to say. No holiday on Monday, so it's still a 2-day weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Alright. Take care, and yeah. Study up on the weekend. Let's go.